Hello, America. Hey, what's happening? My name is Michael Tomlinson. I am an Americanteer. Booyah. Today it's September 22nd, 2022. So time is flying by making videos, and I've yet to publish any of them, but I will soon, and I'm looking forward to that. Everything in this process is fun, and it takes time, and I have to have that breathing room too to make sure that the universe and the frequencies I'm with is let me know, like give me the signs to do certain things. Um, so just leaving that at that, you know. In the last few videos, we've talked about opportunity, talked about rejection, talked about oh gosh, something else like taking risk. I already said opportunities, but we had a variety of subjects, and we're going to keep moving through it. That's kind of the point right now. I think where I'm at with shooting this new set of videos is helping not only myself but others uh, set a path in the right direction, for a new life, a new discovery, the being a part of a new America, which is a mindset we all kind of have to shake away the past way of thinking into a new way of thinking. And I don't just expect people to say, oh yeah, that's easy enough. It really isn't that easy, but it's very simple. What it lacks is that sense of direction, that will help people start to help pave a new road too. Um, I think there was a video I was talking about in the past. That's how to get out of a rut. The tips and tricks. These are things that I've done that work, uh, and and other things to get motivated. To what do you say to yourself? How do you do it? Where does this sense of purpose come from? Undeniable sense of purpose to do something is a great motivator. You don't stop it. You just go with it. Motivation and innovation, um, and being inspired to move forward are, it's not like a light switch, and I'm sure you know this. It's not something we can just switch on and off inside us. Say like, yeah, now it's time. No, it's when a time hits, you just gotta embrace it, hold on, and do it. Have fun, because it could go away just as fast as it came. It's there for one day, the next day it's just gone. And due to the fact that you just cannot formulate a real action to help keep it, the momentum propel moving forward. Um, keep moving forward, and keep your mind very open to what's going on around you. Okay? Don't let the world pound you down. Don't let the world reject you, and you say, "Oh, I can't take it." Just do it. Dust yourself off and get out there and do it again. I've done it. I can't even tell you how many times I've had to do that. Um, so, and um, as of lately, I'm having to deal with my issues of the difference between forgiveness and forgetting. Like forgiveness and the absolute love sense to forgive people of the past or the present, and versus once forgiveness is done, forgetting. And does, sometimes forgiven doesn't really equal like it's forgotten. So uh, and it kind of has to grow through the process uh, with what's going on. So that's kind of like the things I'm reflecting on with myself. I know others out there are doing the exact same thing. Is that if you can't live in the past, right? It's just all consuming, and we keep rethinking and rethinking, and not a sense of or we don't want. I don't want to put a sense of blame or complain about my past either. Uh, it's just too much effort and energy that it takes in the moment, away from the moment, to be thinking about that kind of stuff when I'm living in the now. I'm living in the present. I'm here right now with you. And so that fixation of the past is a toughie, man. Forgiveness, like I went through therapy like a long, long time ago to learn about, and I guess I learned a lot about forgiveness with absolute love, knowing that the things that were occurring in my life and being born into a world of adversity was done in absolute love. And it took me a while to come to terms with that, but I did eventually have to come to terms with family members, old friends, everybody, everything, my whole past. I was just, like I said, I was born into it. So um, it, it, it got me into the absolute love state. But as the time went on, uh, I realized that there is a difference between, I just can't forget some things. I mean, a lot of people have been a part of the wreckage of my past. And so when that kind of stuff pops up, I've forgiven. I'm very open. I'm nice. I'll hang out. I won't be mean. Um, but I'll, so part of me just can't forget, even though I can forgive. So I don't know if I'm fully forgiven or I just can't let go because I can't forget. So it's a conundrum. It's a weird place to be. Uh, and if you're there too, then you relate to what I'm talking about. And I'm going to say this again, we need to let go of the past. Okay, the past is just the past, and I keep telling myself that today, and reminding myself that now is what matters, and tomorrow is just the future. So everything I am doing now will help create the positive effects of my future. So living in a world of love and forgiveness will help tomorrow become a help me become a better person and a happier person and a more grounded individual and very confident with life. Like no matter what happens, I can still move forward with myself and be confident and okay with myself because I'm not living in the past. I'm not really living in the future. I'm trying to produce results and work hard and do my best today, right now. Um, and one other thing I want to say about the past, this is a step further. If you, I'm not there, but if you're in that place where you can't forgive, I, we gotta get you set on a path of forgiveness. Because if you can't forgive, you're gonna live in the past, and that unforgiven will not allow you to move forward into the now and to the future. So we need to work on that, and and because that unforgiven will turn into a resentment, and once you once we become or you become people become resentful, uh, that is a whole other level, of unforgiveness and of resentment. toward something, resentment toward people of the past. That's not a good place to be. And if you are in that state of resentment, um, just please take a step back and realize what I'm telling you here is that this is a time where you kind of like have to take the higher road for yourself, not because the person doesn't deserve your whatever it is that you're resented. Is I want you to get past it so we can move to a different plateau, a higher plateau. Um, so the first effort, the first steps is just letting go. Just start to remind yourself that the past is the past, and and you're learning. Not that you've forgiven yet. You're learning how to forgive so you can let go of resentment and step into a world of love. And that's a transition there. And if you keep those thoughts in mind, it'll make things easier to going into forgiveness and living in the now and working on the future. And and that is just the best place to be. Remind yourself, like right now, that we are here now. Um, and now is the best time. In fact, whenever I talk to people about doing something or hanging out, doing something like that, I I always say, like, to me it's now. I'm always ready. Not like I have to need. I'm so busy at the same time though, but I work a lot of hours, and so for me to say now is uh, it's a little bit easier. I mean, not easier, but it's not all that difficult because I've already put in like 6 hours of work before I say now. And now, if I hadn't done anything, I'm probably not going to say right now. I'm probably going to like, well, I'm going to need a day or two before we can hang out and have coffee. So the best time for me when I'm talking to people, is, for the most part, is right now. The now, uh, and uh, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I wake up early. I get ready for the party, whether it's a party or not. Early, I do all this stuff and prepare for pretty much nothing's going to happen anyways. I'm just going to kind of do my own thing. I live in my own world now, and due to my new career shift too, it's given me more time, I guess, to work autonomously or in isolation. So there is no one in my home office while I'm doing all this stuff to distract me or manipulate me or deceive me or backstab me. And that's all part of my past adversity. Because I've been through that so many times, and it's because I'm probably in the world, the real like that world, been serving in a materialistic kind of way where I have to really deal with people, and it turns out that dealing with people is very difficult. They're I end up just people just dislike me. That's what it comes down to. And no matter what, how great I'm doing and how awesome I'm doing and how happy I'm doing it, uh, and I think that's why they hate me because how my life just kind of moves forward and it almost looks too easy. And I think, and I'm maybe a little too happy, and I'm a little bit too inspired, or I'm too creative. It just doesn't take much for people to step back and be like, oh wow, I can't, you know, even meet up on the guy on the same level. So therefore, I'm just going to do what I can to tear him down to a different level because I can't. I don't know that the individual or doesn't know how to rise to their best in their occasion. Even though I would tell them how to do it, but they're not going to ask me because they see me as a threat now, and a threat in a weird way that they have to tear me down kind of threat, instead of support me or encourage me, help me build up, because that's what I'm doing, and heading up. And people want to bring me down. Now that, after the math of all that, I have so many stories behind all that too. I have to quickly go into the forgiveness part. I'll never forget, and then I'll just keep moving forward because I got defeated in a loving way. I never jumped in the mud. I kept my side of the street clean. I avoided anything and everything that had to do with negative actions, even though people were taking negative actions toward me. For I can never understand why, but they were and they did. So we just kind of have to work through that, and that's just part of my life. And if that's part of your life, then wow, that's some. If it truly is, that's some tough stuff, man. I mean, it is some seriously hard things to work through, and hard to really, for me to really absorb just how intense it all was. And I don't even know how I survived with a smile on my face. And I got through it, and I was just successful, and I think that made people even more mad, than and upset that that I never reacted in any weird way. I was never gas-lamped in a way that they would expect me to react. And so when it's all said and done, and I'm still happy, I'm still moving forward, and I'm sure the people that were doing all the deceiving and manipulation and backstabbing me and whatever, all this evil stuff, I'm sure they're just floored that they did not get the reaction that they wanted, and I was blessed enough to. Back then I didn't know what the whole spiritual thing was about. I just felt like when all this stuff that I was engaging with other people, I knew that everything that was going on. I just somehow felt like I was wearing some kind of a pair of sunglasses that were more like rose tinted or purple tinted, where I could see what was going on, but it had this tint of my own venting system of love. And so I just, the best action I could do was just set all that negative aside and keep moving on the positive, on my own positive self, and keep moving forward and let the chips fall where they may fall. Or in Canada, we'll say the cookie is going to crumble the way it's going to crumble. And so I don't want to. I'm going off on my past there a little bit, but my point being is learning forgiveness and living in the world of not forgetting, but still positively, in a positive way, moving forward, not allowing that the past turn into resentment, and resolving that with love. That's the only way you can do it. I'm sorry to say that. If you hate love, then you're going to have a tough time getting through this mission. It's not going to be easy. But if you know how to start to learn how to live in a world, your own world of absolute love for yourself, not because you want to please other people, and it's just so you become have your own sense of being, and that will help clear your mind, and knowing what your own purpose may be or what direction you should be going into, instead of overthinking what may or may what you should or should not be doing. And if you're already there, then step back from that. If you're overthinking it, um, then you probably shouldn't be doing it because you're just overthinking it. And if you're doing quick action without thinking about the consequences, then you're just going to have to slow down. So, anyways, my battery is dying on the phone. Peace, love, have a great day. We'll talk later, okay? Bye.